Hey, what's up guys? I'm Skip and you're watching HighVoltsGaming. On today's episode, we're going to be playing some Scrap Mechanic. As you can see here, we have our lift set up. Go ahead and pull up our menu here. Hey guys, I totally forgot to mention in the beginning of this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and crudely cut it in right here, right now. Go ahead and shoot on over to Twitter if you're interested in winning a free copy of Spin Tires. We're doing a giveaway over there for a free key code of Spin Tires for PC. So if you'd like to win that, shoot on over to Twitter now and enter to win for yourself. So back to your regularly scheduled program. Now today, there's all sorts of mods or creations. Blueprints is actually what this game calls them. All sorts of blueprints, anything from a mini bike, which this looks like a crazy mini bike, but for some reason when you start it, that tire does fold down underneath it and create an actual motorcycle looking thing. From these semi-trailers here to jet planes, all sorts of stuff. So just kind of wanted to scroll through here and let you guys see the different vehicles. Let me know down in the description below what you want to see. Everything from R2-D2, absolutely crazy. But today, what we're going to be doing is looking at this 6x6 off-roader. Now let's go ahead and get that bad boy on the lift. Step back here just for a second and check it out. As you can see here, let's just go ahead and pick out, let's get a different thing in our hand here. As you can see, the suspension is definitely some trick-looking suspension here. Definitely looks like some thought went into this design. You can see here in the back, same sort of suspension, and when you start seeing it actually working, you can see that it's sort of, you can see by this sort of coupler right here, it's sort of pivots as a leaf sprung, dual axle setup would be like on a semi truck or something, where there's sort of the pivot in the middle and then the suspension happens on each side of that pivot sort of action. That's sort of how this one works as well. So just wanted to check out the suspension a little bit there before we throw this thing down on the ground. Get a little bit better view of it here. Definitely, like I said, some time and some thought went into this suspension setup. That's one thing I'm really digging about this game is all the, all the different creations. This came right out of somebody's brain, just like yours or mine, and they shared it on the Steam Workshop there for all of us to drive. So, a big shout out to whoever created this thing. It is really sweet. We're gonna go ahead and drive it around today, do some off-roading, test it out on some rocks, and just see how it handles. Now, one thing that I have noticed about this thing in the past is that actually the whole front end of it sort of seems to pivot from the back to sort of let it climb up stuff like this. But when you're putting too much power down, as you can see there, that front end can sort of just hang out in the air and sort of do some crazy wheelies. I don't want to wreck it into those rocks, so I'm going to hit the brakes, but it's pretty cool to see that it can sort of ride wheelies like that. That sort of hurts you when you're going uphill and trying to do some hill climb sort of action though, but that's alright. As you can see there, man, it just went right up over those rocks, no problem. Now, one thing I don't like about this game is the actual controller support, which is nothing at all. There's no controller support. You have to use this. You have to use the keyboard, which means all you have is full turning or full throttle. There's no proportionate steering or turning. So, yep, we're done with that one. Let's go ahead and grab our lift here. Throw this thing back on the lift. Let's rescue ourselves. There we go. Get back in there, little elf guy. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's do a little more hill climb action. Whoa, as you can see, that front end definitely wanted to come up on us. And if you could variate your throttle, right, it wouldn't be such a big deal. You could just sort of hit it enough to climb the hill and get up it, but you're just straight up full throttling it everywhere. Stuff like that's bound to happen, right? So, to kind of play it by ear, definitely would like to see some controller support here for the game. I don't know how you would sort of be creating a new game and just go, well, how are we going to control this game? Well, we'll just use the controller, like, well, it's going to be a driving game. Are you sure just full throttle all the time is the best bet? Somebody made that decision just to go, oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we'll just use the keyboard. Which, I don't know, maybe you can use some other program, or maybe there is some way to use the controller on this. If there is, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I might just be talking crazy about what I don't know, but Like I said, I didn't see an easy way to set it up on there anyway. It just basically showed you the controls. So anyway, like I said, if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I would love to see some controller support for this game. You definitely would be able to do some crawling, right, instead of just crazy crazy full throttle runs all the time. Like right here, look at that. We're in another wheelie there, and it looks like that whole suspension sort of really really twists up. Watch that rear suspension when it gets into a wheelie. Just sort of twists itself all up there. Still working though. And there's a crash. Not as epic of a crash as I thought that was going to be. We had some good speed going up there, which sort of flipped over. Also, another thing that you can see there, you know, nothing really gets damaged when you do wreck it or anything like that in this game. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you're a fan of Scrap Mechanic, if you want to see more on the channel. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Get out of there. I want to delete that. I want to drive it some more. Like I said, let me know if you are a fan of this game, if you play it yourself, or if you have any cool creations on the Steam Workshop. I know there has been a couple of people that did reach out to me and say, hey, I have a couple things on the workshop. I definitely did check those out, so thank you so much for that, guys, and keep them coming my way. Like I said, if you have any creations, let me know down in the comment section below. Whoa, let me know what you think about this crazy 6x6. It almost looks like a praying mantis, doesn't it? Sitting up there in the air, just ready to strike. Whoa, we are on the back two tires. We were in a straight up two-wheeled wheelie there. And one more wreck. I think that's going to do it for this 6x6 off-roader, guys. Definitely a huge fan of this thing. If you play this game, you definitely want to pick this thing up for yourself. Try it out for yourself. Check out that crazy suspension in action. It's really cool, guys. So go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me if you want to see more Scrap Mechanic here on the channel. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm actually running a giveaway right now on Twitter for a free copy of Spin Tires for PC. So if you'd like to win that, shoot on over to Twitter and enter to win for yourself, right? So I'm Skip, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.